welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name's Michaela and I am making videos frequently on advice and things like that. If you enjoy, subscribe and stay tuned for more videos in the near future. Today's video is going to be about how I told my parents and my boyfriend and some advice to help you. So the night I tested, I was actually staying at my mom's house. I live with my grandparents, but I visit my mom here and there. So this night I was staying with my mom and I was I was having symptoms that day. I explained in the first video I ever uploaded, and you can go watch that if you want. I was having some symptoms and it was kind of like weird, and the headache that I was having was really like I need to take a test. After I took the test and 5 of them came back positive, I went back into my sister's room where I was sleeping, and I kind of just researched false positives and stuff like that because I didn't believe that I was pregnant. I know that's kind of weird, but I just didn't believe that I was pregnant. And after I did that, I kind of just sat there and I texted my friend and I was like, hey, this is happening, what do I do? And she kind of just told me, you know, stay calm, like everything's gonna be okay. Are you sure these are all like positive? And I said, yeah. So then I went back into the bathroom and I put all of the tests back in there. And I went and I talked to my mom, and we were just having a casual conversation, and I told her to please come in the bathroom for a minute. Well, my stepdad was out working on his car, so I wasn't expecting him to hear any of this. So my mom comes in and I'm like covering the test and I'm like, please don't be mad at me. She said, okay, what is it? And I showed her and she was like, she was really shocked. I was too, honestly. And I didn't know what to do. So she was like, okay, well, these are ovulation tests, because I thought they were pregnancy tests, but they were ovulation tests. So she went in her room and she got pregnancy tests and peed on the pregnancy tests, and they all came back positive. There was 3 of them. And she was kind of like, well, we have to tell your grandparents. And I was like, no, they're gonna kill me. Like, don't tell them. They don't need to know. You know, we can keep it from them for a while, so I know this is like a for sure thing. She was like, no, we have to tell them now. Like, you live with them. You can't just hide it from them. I was like, okay, well, can I take a few more? So she went to the store and she got the Clear Blue digital pregnancy test that either says pregnant or not pregnant. And when she got back, I obviously peed on it and it came back pregnant, and she started crying and I was crying because she was crying, and I didn't know what to do, and I was kind of just like, well, I guess we have to tell my grandparents now. So she texted my grandparents because I was too scared to, and they didn't respond. So I was like, okay, what does that mean? So I stayed an extra night because I was scared to go home, and she ended up telling my stepdad, and my stepdad said, well, this is a blessing, you know, we can handle it and things like that. He was being nice and less worried than my mom was. Well, then after I got home the following day, my grandma and my grandpa didn't talk to me much, and I was kind of like, okay, well, this is weird. And then as I would walk past them, I would notice that my grandma was crying and my grandpa was very upset with me, which I understand. I mean, it's a big deal. So I went up to my room and I gave them space until they wanted to talk to me. And when they finally did talk to me, my grandma was very encouraging, which I thought she wouldn't be. I was really scared about her knowing more than my grandpa. And she was really like supportive, and she obviously wasn't happy about it, but she was just being really kind, and I appreciated that because, you know, I was going through the same thing and as they were, and I don't want to disappoint my parents. Well, then my grandpa, he didn't talk to me for a while. He was very upset and disappointed because me and him were really close, and he always trusted me, and I did break his trust, and I still feel really bad, but he's more supportive now, and he believes that I can take care of a baby. It's really nice to know that he's, you know, starting to get on my side with this. Some advice on telling your parents would be, give them more credit than you normally would. I mean, you're telling them big news, and for them to be disappointed is expected, but don't expect them to be super supportive right from the start. Like, give them time to be upset and everything, and don't push too much on them. Like, don't be rude to them because they're not talking to you or things like that. Just know that they care about you and they're just trying to figure things out. So now I'm going to tell the story of how I told my boyfriend. The night I tested, I texted him after I told my mom, and I was like, hey, I'm pregnant. I didn't want to text him in the first place, but I was kind of like in the moment, like, he needs to know now. So I texted him and I was like, hey, I'm pregnant. He's like, are you sure? And I said, yes, I'm sure. Like, I have 8 positive pregnancy tests. Like, I'm sure. And he was kind of like questioning it, and he was like, are you 100% positive? And I said, yes, I'm 100% positive. And then he was supportive, and he said that he would stick with me and, you know, take care of us both, and that was really reassuring to know. And he has so far. He's been to all of my appointments. When we told his parents, his mom was very supportive right from the start. She never said anything negative about the baby. She always said, you know, everything happens for a reason, like, it's a blessing, things like that, which was really nice and helped me feel better about the whole situation considering what was going on at home. And she said that she would help us and we could get a crib and stuff for her house, so if we want to stay there, you know, we have that set up. She bought the baby some clothes for Christmas and things like that, so that's really reassuring that I know that she's gonna be there. Same with my parents, and I got fortunate because all my friends, my parents, his parents, my boyfriend, and my school, and everybody is so supportive, and honestly, I couldn't be more blessed in the situation that I am in. Everything will get better with time. Your parents will come around. Your friends probably will too. And just stay positive and don't stress yourself out. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you enjoyed. I'm going to be making frequent videos to get my channel started, and, you know, DM me on Instagram or Snapchat me if you need advice or somebody to talk to. I will be there. See you next video.